today's video, and I am going to be teaching you how to make the super simple beginner sweater pattern. This sweater features a ribbing technique, which I'm going to show you in this swatch today, and then I'm going to draw out for you exactly how to assemble the pieces, and we'll talk a little bit about the garment design overall. So basically, this is worked in multiples of 5. So if you're super new beginner, I am going to basically create a slip stitch just like you would in crochet with my tail in the front and my working yarn in the back. We're going to take our straight needles, we're going to make our gun, and we're going to remember have the working in the back and the tail in the front. And we're going to go under, over, around, and through. Let go, pull it tight. I'll show you that again. Under, over, around, and through. I'll do that a few more times so you can see. Do it from different angles. So we're going to work in multiples of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's go to 30. 26, 27, 28. We're getting close. Let's see if we got 2 more. 29 and 30. Perfect. So we've got 30 on our, almost said hook, 30 on our needle. And what we're going to do is begin by doing a combination of knits and purls. So for row 1, we're going to knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and purl, 2, 1, 2, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, sorry, pulling out more yarn, and purl 2, 1, 2, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, purl 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, purl 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, purl 2. Oops. 1 second. Okay. Purl 2. 1 and 2. And then knit 3. 1, 2, 3, and then purl the last 2. 1 and 2. All right, so for row 2, it's basically the opposite of what we just did. So now, instead of purling 2, we're going to knit 2 and purl 3. 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 Knit 2, purl 3. Knit 2 and purl 3. And already, if you are able to see, I know this yarn is kind of dark. Hopefully you can see. We're already starting to get that ribbing look. We've got our knits there and our purls and then our knits again. So I'm going to continue on with this knit 3, purl 2, and then a knit 2, purl 3 combo. I'm going to work up a few more rows and you do the same. And then come back and we're going to compare and see how things are looking. And then we're going to talk about assembly. So I've gotten some more rows worked up and now we're really starting to see the pops of the ribbing coming out with our knits and our purls. And I just love that. I love this design working in the Simply Soft by Karen. Just looks beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you out for a second. It's something that I like to do if you've never watched one of my garment designing tutorials. I like to kind of draw out how this piece works. So basically what you have is a front and a back panel. Now, these panels are identical to one another. The sleeves are also identical. And the sleeve design is that of a drop sleeve. And basically what that means is your garment kind of rests like this. So here's your head, here's your neck. The garment kind of goes like this over the shoulder, just a slight overhang. And then here is the seam. So here's our sweater, and then here is where we would attach our sleeves, right there. So rather than in your traditional garment where it's attached perfectly right here at the shoulder, a drop sleeve has a natural overhang and then you attach your sleeve on. So in this particular design, the sleeve is a little tighter and this is more of a fitted piece than some of my other pieces, But like I said in some of the pattern notes, you can easily change things around based on your fit preference. So if you want it to fit tighter, size down. If you want it to fit looser, size up. And then also too, your tension is another thing. If you're a tight knitter, I would highly recommend going up in a size. If you tend to be more loose, I would recommend going down in a size so as to land right on your perfect size. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to have your front and back panel. So your front, back, and both sleeves are all worked in the same combination of 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Just like what we did in our little swatch example to show you. So what's going to happen is when you get ready to assemble these pieces, you're going to lay your front and your back pieces together like so. Then, based on how large you want your head hole, for the sake of this, we'll just use these lines as our guide, you're going to seam up exactly that amount on both sides. Seam this closed like so, okay? Then you're going to take one of your sleeve pieces and using your stitch markers, you're going to determine the exact measurements on both sides, hook your stitch markers in. So basically what I do is I take my stitch marker, I hook it into that side, and then I get one side of my sleeve, one corner of my sleeve, and I attach it there. Then I take the other corner and I stretch it across over to this side and I stitch marker it closed. Then using, and this is a tapestry needle that I just used to sew something in, using a tapestry needle, you would go from one side across, and you do that on both sides, okay? Once all of that is done, you're going to take your garment and you're going to fold it right sides together, getting it ready to be assembled. Now, I recommend starting here at the sleeve or cuff, not this, the cuff of the sleeve. My goodness, get my words out. The cuff of the sleeve, going up, making sure to keep everything aligned perfectly, working up to the armpit, and then coming all the way down to the waistband. The reason for this, I have found that when I start from here and go this way down to the cuff, this section tends to get a little off. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's me or what the deal is, but I found it to align a lot better if I start here at the cuff, go up, and then come down. So you'll do that on both sides of the garment. Then once you're done, you flip it right side out, weave in your ends, and you're done. It's literally that simple. And that's one reason why I have called this, you know, a very basic beginner pattern for somebody who's knitting that wants to get into garment design. Very simple, very easy. You just have your 4 pieces. These are identical. These are identical. You assemble just like this. And then that's going to be like that. You close it, you sew it together, and you're done. Just like that. Super simple. And look at that. Oh, I wish the purple showed it better on the camera, but it doesn't. But yeah, if you liked this tutorial, please leave a comment and like the video. If you want to see more beginner knitting pieces and garments and stuff, comment and let me know what you would like to see. I would love to design and create things that you guys want to see. You can also subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications to be notified anytime a new design comes up. And trust me, I'm placing up new designs all the time. I have more designs than I have time. I have more designs in my head than I have time to make, if that makes sense. So yes, please follow along on the blog too. And if you're interested in exclusive designs that include PDFs and video tutorials, head over to Patreon and check out Yarn Hook Needles there. There's lots of goodies that I have in store, and you have forever access for PDFs for just $1 a month, and forever access to PDFs and the video tutorials to go along with it for just $5 a month. So head over, check that out. Be sure to tag me if you do wind up making one of these. I would love to see your finished design. And yes, I will see you in the next video.